Professor Captain Singh Solanki, Honorable Governor, Haryana, Captain Abhimanyu, Maharaj, General Secretary, Bharat Sevashram Sangha, Swami Purno Atmanandaji, Maharaj, Foreign Secretary, Bharat Sevashram Sangha, Swami Ambarishanandaji, Maharaj, Assistant. At the very outset, I would like to express my deep gratitude and appreciation to Bharat Sevashram Sangha and its General Secretary and other office bearers for inviting me to associate myself with this beautiful program this morning. I have just laid the foundation stone of a prayer hall. I have inaugurated a school building which has been constructed. I knew the activities of Bharat Sevashram Sangha for quite some time, and I have been associated with some of the very pioneering developmental activities of Bharat Sevashram Sangha. Sometimes back I had the privilege of formally inaugurating a state-of-the-art hospital established by Bharat Sevashram Sangha in Calcutta. This organization was established by Swami Pranab Maharaj, who was a great visionary, born in 1896 at a village called Bajikpur, which is now part of Bangladesh. The objective of all social activities should be Bahujana Hitayo, Bahujana Sukhayo, not for self, not for individual, but for all, for community, for the society. That was the objective, broad approach of fundamental civilizational values. I am happy that Bharat Sevashram Sangha, through some of the very important programs, are trying to preach this message for more than 100 years. You are going to celebrate 100th year of your existence as a mission. And in this connection, the beginning of celebration is with establishment of some of these institutions. I understand Bharat Sevashram Sangha is not merely confined to Indian territory or geographical boundary of India alone. It has 23 overseas branches, 100 branches in India, apart from 500 plus Milon Mandirs, where the people, devotees meet and share their views and listens to the preachings of the Sant Maharaj. But 23 overseas branches in North America, Europe, where you preach Indian philosophy, core civilizational values of India, which is nothing but love, compassion, self-sacrifice, not self-promotion. I understand 60 schools are being organized and managed, run by Bharat Sevashram Sangha. Almost more than 1,20,000 students, boys and girls. large number of vocational training centers, which are the need of the day, are run by Bharat Sevashram Sangha. And I am sure those who will come out of these institutions, they will be little different from the others, because the core civilizational value, compassion, love for humanity, respect for pluralism, respect for women, discipline, accountability, responsibility, which are the essential virtues of human being, are inculcated in the mind of these young pupils who are having the privilege of having education from the higher secondary schools run by Bharat Sevashram Sangha. I wish them all success in their efforts. Apart from education, healthcare is another aspect on which Bharat Sevashram Sangha is emphasized. As I have mentioned, I sometimes back inaugurated a state-of-the-art hospital of 150 beds in Calcutta. Many other centers are running these healthcare units, which are providing relief and succor to the people in need. In another aspect, Bharat Sevashram Sangha is well known for its activities. That is, when the people are in distress as a consequence of the natural disasters, whether it is flood, whether it is famine, whether it is cyclone, whether it is earthquake, Bharat Sevashram Sangha volunteers and Swamijis appear in the site of disaster to provide relief to the suffering humanity. In the contemporary period, the wonderful job which they did in the flood of Uttarakhand, and very recently in the flood of Jammu and Kashmir, are appreciated by all. Shortly you are going to complete 100 years. But many more years, I feel you should continue to serve the people, to serve the humanity, as all religion, especially Hindu religion, has overemphasized from the rishis of the Vedas to the contemporary